Good morning, everyone. Trucker John here. Today is Wednesday, so we made a full circle into this week. Today is the last day of the pay period for my company here. So, yeah, we should be to our 90 tomorrow morning, which is going to be a little over 18 hours late. But that was because of all the delays we had earlier this week. So if you've been following me at all for this series this week, I've been doing an update every single day versus a weekly update in one video. So today is technically the last day I'm supposed to be doing that, Wednesday. It was a 7-day challenge, even though today is now the 8th day. But we are going to finish this whole trip out, even though it's going to end tomorrow. And later today, when I stop for my lunch break, or when I stop for my rest break tonight, I'll explain how my miles don't count for this week. They're going to count for the following pay period. So we'll get into that. All right, so I just did my pre-trip. It warmed up a little. It is now 1 degree outside. It was -1 last night, so it went up by a couple degrees. It's now 1 degree outside. But with that wind, man, even though I'm all bundled up and I go outside, it's like it just cuts right through all my clothes. It's pretty bad. So.
Welcome to Iowa.
Alright, so I'm just taking a quick restroom and stretch break here in Sioux City, Iowa. The road conditions are somewhat okay. I mean, I've had no issues. It's definitely cold. It's currently 3 degrees here, and you can see the ground. It's not the greatest. But yeah, we're making it. So I thought I was going to take the 90 all the way across into Illinois and through Chicago, but Qualcomm navigation has me routed on the 20 to take the 29 south to the 80 through Iowa, which is fine too, because 80 is a major interstate, and so I know the roads will be nice and clear for me, even if there's a storm. And that kind of helps me bypass Chicago, so I won't have to worry about traffic or anything tomorrow morning as I make my way into Michigan. So that's where we're at. Getting this trip done. Getting down there. So warming up some breakfast, and I'm going to continue on down the road. I'll see you there.
Drive to road behind you on I-80 or reroute from current location.
Alright, stopping for our lunch break. Go off duty.
You have 0 hours and 52 minutes of remaining drive time.
Alright, so I drove for about 7 hours. Put in lunch break. Now off duty on lunch break, which gives us just under 4 more hours to drive today. Still got about a 3-hour drive to our fuel stop in Illinois. We are here in somewhere in Iowa. We haven't crossed over. I think we're going to cross over into Nebraska here next, but yeah, you know, I'm not familiar with this side of the country too much, this particular area. See, I thought we were going to come in through Chicago, but no, we're somewhere in Iowa. I think we're just right outside of Iowa City, maybe on the 80. No, Iowa City. I see the sign. Iowa City is still 60 miles. So I got another hour to get to Iowa City. And 80. I mean, we got to go through Nebraska at some point. Unless we're going to go up north somewhere. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyways, I'll be here for my 30-minute break, and then we'll head on out. So, last week, or for this week, our miles is only going to be 1,140, and that was my Emporia, Kansas to Hermiston, Oregon. That's all I'm going to get for this week, because today, Wednesday, is the cutoff. So at 4 p.m. today, whatever paperwork I have not turned in yet won't count. So this paperwork for this load, obviously I can't get it there today by 4. It's not going to count for this week. So that's the bad news. 1,100 miles for a week is pretty bad. However, next week, starting at 4 p.m. today, starts our new pay week. So when I deliver this load tomorrow morning or tomorrow early afternoon, I will have, to start my week off, I will have 2,084 miles. Okay, so 2,084 miles to start on a Thursday, or yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. So whatever mileage I can get in between tomorrow, Thursday, all the way through Wednesday before 4 p.m. of next week, will be in addition to this 2,000 miles, which probably will be close to another 2,000 miles, because once I drop this off tomorrow, I have home time coming up at the end of next week. My birthday is at the end of the month, so I'm going to try and be home. Well, I'm scheduled to be home by the end of the month, February 26th to March 1st. My birthday is on the 28th. So most likely I might get one short run over here on going towards the east, or maybe towards the south, and then once I'm done with that short run, you know, that could be a 600 to 800 mile run maybe, I'm guessing. And then after that, they should probably send me out towards, I'm guessing, Southern California, which would be close to 2,000 miles, and then they'll probably send me up to Northern California from there on another load. So weather permitting, and load gods permitting, that's how it's going to work. So we shall see. All right, so I'm going to eat a sandwich real quick, go use the restroom, and we're going to continue on down the road. All right, so we're in Grinnell, Iowa. Just to let you know, Grinnell, Iowa. It's 10 degrees. It's a little warmer, but it is snowing. And I'm getting my cardio in. Get to walk up all these stairs, parked down there in the truck. Check this out. This would be great for the little sparrow. Little sparrow would love this. But he's nice and warm and sleeping in his bed. I'd hate to wake him up. I think the sign says it's going to snow today. this Love's to fuel up here in somewhere in Illinois. So anyways, I drove, there we go, I drove 583 miles today, which isn't too bad, I guess. So I had an hour left. I wanted to try and drive a little further after putting fuel. I wanted to try to get at least one more hour off my clock. I had like an hour and a half when I did get here, or something like that. But anyways, all the rest stops that were along my route going to where I need to were closed. I Googled, you know, where's the nearest rest stops all along my route, and checked my my Trucker Path app, and also have a rest stop app that shows all the rest stops in the U.S. and they're all confirmed that there were 2 rest stops that I could have made it to within an hour, and they were temporarily closed. So I'm gonna have to just shut down here for the night, which isn't terrible. It's just I'm gonna have an extra hour and a half or so I'm gonna have to drive tomorrow. So I'm still about, I'll just see what I'm seeing while I'm talking. I'm still about where am I, about 5 hours away from my 90 there in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So I'm gonna give myself about 6 hours. So I'm gonna leave early tomorrow morning. I don't have to be there until 3 p.m. tomorrow, but I'm late. You know, my appointment time was from yesterday 3 p.m. until tomorrow 3 p.m. It's a very broad appointment time. So I'm just gonna get there as soon as I can. I mean, whatever my time allows, that's when I'm gonna get there. And if I have to wait there, then at least I'm waiting there with the chance that they'll just unload me as soon as I get there up until 3 o'clock tomorrow. At least I'm there. I can shut down while I'm there, save some time on my clock, and then move on from there. So anyways, had a shower. I'm gonna have some food, gonna eat my dinner, and you guessed it, I'm gonna edit a video, I'm gonna call my family, and I'm gonna go to bed and do it all over again tomorrow. That's what we're doing out here. I did buy some, here, I got some of this diesel fuel antifreeze, and basically what that does is I don't need to use it now, but once I get probably to Michigan or anywhere I go where it's going to get below freezing, or yeah, if you go below 30 degrees, that's when you want to add it. That way, if it gets to below 0, your fuel lines, your fuel filters, and all that, they don't gel up or freeze because there's condensation there. The fuel itself won't freeze, but the condensation around it will, and then it can cause you to stall or not start when you want to start in the morning. So you throw that in there, and that's supposed to help it from doing that. So I don't need to use it yet, but once I get to Michigan or wherever they're sending me further back east, or if I'm going to hang out in this area, you know, before they send me home next week, then I'm going to have that just in case. So that's it, guys. Kind of a boring, uneventful day, but that's what happens when I shoot these things every day. You know, that's just the reality of it. Some days are exciting, and I get to stop and get to do touristy stuff and see roadside attractions, or get to, you know, eat some yummy foods and showcase it, or whatever I've done on my channel. That's what I do. But what I don't show are these days where it's just drive all day, nothing really happened, I fueled, I stopped. The next day, I drove all day, I didn't fuel, I stopped, and that was it. Yeah, not much to report. But I said I would do this challenge where I would post, you know, once every day, and I've done that 7 days. Today's the 8th day, and like I said, I'm going to do it again tomorrow. Hopefully I have a little more to show you guys, since I'm actually getting to my 90 and dropping it off, and we'll see where we're going after that. So that'll be a little exciting. All right, guys, so have a good night. I will see you tomorrow, and yeah, I will see you down the road.